This commenter says, the problem I have with you is that you say Donald Trump will go to jail. I say, no way. And I get it. I mean, when this whole shit show ensued, I agreed with you. No way they're going to put a former president in jail. It's a logistical nightmare. They're just not going to do it. But a lot of things have changed since then. A lot of new information has come out, and all of us know about it. Keep in mind, before we were talking about putting Donald Trump in jail, we were talking about him simply being indicted. And a lot of the same folks saying, no, that will never happen. That will cause upheaval and division in this country. He will never get indicted. Well, he's been indicted 4 times. He's got 91 felony charges against him. And this is where the change comes about. We know about these crimes. We've seen the evidence. We're talking about attempting a coup on this country, inciting an insurrection, stealing classified documents, then disseminating them to our adversarial countries. That's quite a bit. Now, back in the old days when we said, well, we put him in jail, that would cause decisiveness and it would be an upheaval in this country. With all we know now and how bad the crimes are that he committed against this country, I think the opposite is true now. If he isn't held accountable, if he isn't put in jail or some kind of lockdown, there will be upheaval and people upset that he's not being held accountable. Putting Donald Trump in jail would be unprecedented. That's never happened to any president in the past. But you got to remember that everything Donald Trump did is unprecedented too. No president in history has done as much criminal activity to our country than Donald Trump. He is the worst. In fact, he's not even the worst former president. He's probably the most prolific criminal in crimes against this country of anybody at any time. I mean, you think about it. Presidents aside, how many criminals do you know that have done as much as Donald Trump? Donald Trump is a serial criminal. Donald Trump is a scourge on this country. He is a danger to this country. Logically, based on history, yeah, it doesn't make sense that we put a president in jail. But what we're seeing now is something we've never seen in history. So it's reasonable to think that what happens to Donald Trump will be something we've never seen in history. I think Donald Trump has to go to jail in order to keep this country together and keep it not going crazy. I understand what you're saying, and I agreed with you in the beginning, but I completely disagree with you now. There is no option but to put Donald Trump in fucking jail.